Another Gulf Coast threat has formed in the form of Tropical Storm Nicholas in the southwestern Gulf of Mexico. Headed up along the Mexican coastline over the next couple of days, currently at 21.7 north, 95.5 degrees west. Right now it's just become a tropical storm with 40-mile-per-hour winds and a pressure around 1008 millibars, moving north-northwest. Currently a CDPS stage 2 as of 2 p.m. Central Daylight Time this September 12th. CDPS is looking at a possible landfall on Matagorda Bay, Texas on Tuesday. We're expecting currently, according to the National Hurricane Center at least, a 65-mile-per-hour landfall. Wind field won't be huge, but the rainfall amounts could be significant. Stage 2 currently on the CDPS, and that could rise over time. So here it is right now in relation to those land areas, and just the one quadrant of winds so far from the latest update, a 90 nautical mile wind field on the northeastern quadrant. Not very often that we see that. Distances in kilometers right now, 251 from Tampico, 505 from Matamoros, 703 from Corpus Christi, 845 from Galveston, and 896 from Houston. A tropical storm warning is in effect for the coasts of Mexico and Texas, and a tropical storm watch and a storm surge watch is in effect further towards the north. National Hurricane Center has the latest on those advisories and any updates, which I'm sure will follow over the evening and tonight into tomorrow. Right now then, good agreement on the storm's current intensity, supported by ASCAT, Recon and SSEC ADT. NOAA lagging behind just a little bit at 36 knots right now, 36 miles per hour I should say right now, as we look at the wider picture. So there's a graphical depiction of the expected forecast track from the storm. A center, not a relocation, but the Recon found the center not long ago. So the National Hurricane Center has put it further northwest than what they initially had it as. That's why the start of that cone looks a bit odd. And that may change the forecast philosophy in their next update, the full update at 4 p.m. Central Time. The tropical storm warning zone there, you can see quite clearly in the watch zone the storm looks like it will make landfall in what is currently the watch zone and then slow down over land, which is why we're worrying about a potential rainfall threat. So you can see there on that model run projection that the storm goes in and makes landfall pretty quickly. It does have a chance to strengthen along the coast there. We can't rule out a Category 1 hurricane landfall, but anything beyond that would be extremely unlikely, even in a crazy Atlantic hurricane season. And there's the rainfall estimates there. The red zone's getting up towards 10 inches of rainfall for some of those areas and possibly more. Those rainfall estimates could change as time goes on, but again, for those areas affected by recent storms, Louisiana, Mississippi onwards, we could be looking at more rainfall impacts. Sea surface temperatures ahead of the storm will certainly provide a good environment for it. Very warm sea surface temperatures. A few little cool spots there, dropping to around 26 degrees, but generally we're looking at 27 or 28, warmer still towards the coast of Texas. So there are two models right now, the HWRF and the CTCX, calling for a minimal hurricane peak. Wind shear will go through the roof by Tuesday, but until then it's in the low to moderate range, 10 to 15 knots. Sea surface temperatures very good, as mentioned. Relative humidity is going to start to fall a little bit. The track consensus of the storm there looks pretty decent, apart from the HWRF though, taking it further towards the west. So this is the latest satellite imagery of the storm right now. Maybe sloppy is the operative word for this right now, but unfortunately it's these ones that can catch people off guard because it doesn't look particularly nice on the satellite imagery. You can see a lot of convection associated with it, and that means that the potential for rainfall is also quite significant. Let's take a look at the water vapor imagery, underscoring that those blue areas, very moist conditions, massive cloud tops with a lot of rainfall in them, and if those move along the coastline and you have a stalling storm later on in the week perhaps, then we could be seeing high rainfall amounts. We'll have more updates on this storm as it transpires over the next few days.